Courage, a word every country talks about, but in America, it's one of the most misunderstood. We grow up on superhero movies, flawless heroes, motivational speeches telling us to be strong, to never break, to stand tall no matter what. And because of that, we start believing courage means never shaking, never crying, never being afraid. But the truth is far softer and far more human. Real courage doesn't show up when you feel strong. It begins the moment you whisper to yourself, "I'm scared, but I'm still going." In America, strength is celebrated, sometimes so much that it becomes pressure. We feel like we have to be okay all the time, always positive, always tough, always the one who holds everything together. But that's not strength. That's just emotional armor, shiny on the outside, empty on the inside. Some call it toxic strength, the kind that forces you to hide your pain until you can't recognize yourself anymore. Courage isn't shouting, "I've got this," to convince everyone. Sometimes, courage is a quiet exhale and the decision to take one more step even when your heart is shaking. And courage isn't only found in big victories. Most of the time, it lives in the small choices no one sees. Admitting, "I'm hurting," instead of pretending you're fine. Saying, "I don't know," and allowing yourself to learn. Choosing kindness when the world feels cold. Walking away from a place that's draining your spirit. These moments look small, but together they form a quiet kind of power, the kind that grows inside the heart. People think courage is something you're born with, but real courage is built in the simple, honest moments. When you fail, but choose not to hate yourself. When you feel weak, but refuse to give up. When you look your fear in the eye and don't run. And here's the truth most people forget. Courage doesn't bloom under applause. It appears in the silence, when you're alone, with no audience, no cheering, no comfort. It's in those quiet moments that you finally discover just how strong you really are. In America, people love to say, "Fake it till you make it." Act strong until you become strong. But the truth is, the more you fake it, the further you drift from your real emotions. And eventually, you forget who you are. Courage isn't hiding. Courage is honesty. Honesty when you're tired. Honesty when you're hurting. Honesty when you have no idea what the road ahead looks like. And it's that honesty, quiet, uncomfortable, but real, that helps you grow in a lasting way. Americans love inspirational stories, but today's generation is starting to crave something deeper. Stories that are real. Stories where people aren't perfect, aren't invincible, but are willing to learn, to heal, to try again. Because it's authenticity, not perfection, that mends the cracks inside us. Courage is facing the truth you don't want to hear. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will stay. Not everyone will value your effort. And yet, you stay kind. You stay curious. You keep walking. Courage is also setting boundaries, saying no to what hurts you, choosing to walk alone when the crowd is heading in the wrong direction, protecting your peace, even when people don't understand it. Courage is a form of self-education. You learn to love yourself better, learn to trust yourself more, learn to take responsibility instead of blaming the circumstances. Because in the end, courage doesn't turn you into a hero, it turns you into someone real. Someone who feels fear, but doesn't let fear control them. Someone who feels pain, but doesn't let pain close their heart. Someone who feels lonely, but still chooses kindness. Courage is understanding that you are imperfect, and still worthy of love, worthy of rest, and worthy of starting over whenever you need. And if today your heart feels heavy, hold yourself gently. Let a little light in. Remember, sometimes a single, quiet candle is enough to remind you that the light never left. It was simply waiting for you to look back.